Hi, I'm Craig Gallimore, Chief Technology and Innovation Officer at Harkind Dynamics. For the last 2 decades, the Department of Defense has sought the capability to implement intermediate force through human electromuscular incapacitation, or HEMI, at ranges out to 100 plus meters. You're probably familiar with tasers, which are found in almost every law enforcement agency in the country. However, these devices have limited range of less than 10 meters, and according to APM reports, several major big city law enforcement agencies like Los Angeles, Fort Worth, Texas, and Seattle report effectiveness rates between only 54 to 63%. These figures are far below the claims of 80 to 95% effectiveness from Axon International. Each time a HEMI weapon fails to subdue someone, lives are potentially at risk. At least 4 previous DoD-sponsored small business innovative research efforts have been initiated on this technology area, but all failed to produce an effective HEMI munition which filled this capability gap. Enter SPECTER, or Small Arms Pulsed Electronic Tetanization at Extended Range. SPECTER is a novel and patented munition concept that addresses the shortcomings of previous efforts and brings enhanced long-range HEMI capability deployable from 12-gauge and 40-millimeter shoulder-fired weapons. SPECTER development began in 2019 for the Joint Intermediate Force Capabilities Office at Marine Corps Base Quantico under the Small Business Innovative Research topic N183-140. SPECTER is currently being prototyped and tested in Phase 2 research and development. Harkind Dynamics specializes in providing solutions to urgent operational needs by leveraging almost 2 decades of experience in applied research, rapid prototyping, and a robust design, analysis, test, feedback process. We focus on gathering direct end-user feedback so we can provide the solutions you need today and evolve them for tomorrow. Our expertise is founded in innovative work we've done on experimental and deployed weapon systems, satellites, and support equipment for the Navy, Marine Corps, and the Army. We've supported programs like Standard Missile, lethality tests for reactive materials warheads, exhaust gas ejection assessments for the Guided Multiple Launch Rocket System, and shock and vibration testing for key components of the Battle Management System. In these efforts, we demonstrated our mechanical and electrical design and prototyping capabilities, environmental survivability proficiency within terrestrial and space regimes, nonlinear finite element expertise, and specialization in applied research, where we adapted current technology and concepts to new use cases and requirements, saving significant time and money to market. Intermediate force application, which includes SPECTER, is one of our core technology areas, but our expertise in electronic survivability and machine learning has spawned 2 other key tools. Pearl AI, or Prediction of Electronic Advanced Reliability in Life Using Artificial Intelligence, leverages the largest known consolidated accelerated life test database for electronic assemblies, and performs reliability and life expectancy assessments for electronic systems in hours, not weeks or months like other tools. We forecast an 85% labor cost reduction of these assessments while implementing our tool. Western Big Game is our second machine learning asset, which leverages over 7.5 million learning data to aid in wildlife conservation efforts in the state of Colorado. We expect this application to expand into other Western states like Wyoming, Montana, Utah, New Mexico, and others. Harkind Dynamics was founded in 2018 and awarded its first government contract for SPECTER in early 2019. Other core technologies followed in the coming years after we successfully proved SPECTER's feasibility in 2021. We also support several private organizations in their own technology development, where we deliver critical systems and prototypes to meet their requirements. The last several years have also seen us build on our high-speed instrumentation and advanced data analysis capabilities, which are really driven to provide our customers with research and development products tailored to their needs. We were awarded the sole Phase 2 contract to prototype SPECTER after surmounting 3 other Phase 1 performers. As Phase 2 comes to a close with tests showing successful integration of key SPECTER subsystems and functionality, we aim to transition SPECTER into Phase 3 to further refine SPECTER performance and license this technology to a strategic partner for mass production and quality assurance. SPECTER is designed to change the paradigm of HEMI technologies. Having an intermediate force capability to incapacitate an individual at long range expands the warfighter's capacity to implement appropriate and proportional use of force. SPECTER enhances warfighters' adaptability to ambiguous or mixed civilian fighter operational paradigms and simultaneously reduces risk to the user by extending the range between them and the threat. This technology development is consistent with national military strategy to deter adversaries and strengthen relationships with our global network of allies. SPECTER also fills a codified capability gap identified by the Joint Requirements Oversight Council in Hemi counter-personnel disable at increased range, duration of effect, and volume of fire. SPECTER is a technology enabler and a force multiplier. It allows operators to tailor their response to targets and situations across the full continuum, from stability operations to full-scale combat. Traditional Hemi devices like tasers have limited range of about 25 feet, expose the operator to unnecessary risks through close target proximity should the device not be effective, which statistically is between 20 to 45% of the time, and does not have the capability of rapid follow-on shots to readdress the target. Taser electrodes are also tethered to the weapon and force operators to carry an additional firearm. In contrast, SPECTER has a maximum effective range of about 100 meters, a 14-fold improvement over the current standard. SPECTER is untethered to the weapon system, where all its design elements are self-contained within the munition body. Its capability to engage targets repeatably and predictably from any 12-gauge or 40mm shoulder-fired weapon system in the DoD arsenal improves attachment and detonation probability while simultaneously reducing blunt impact injury to the target. SPECTER also incorporates a user-selectable, intelligent target monitoring system to deliver additional detonation waveforms should the target attempt to move or escape after they lose posture. This multiplies intermediate force application by allowing the warfighter to switch focus to other threats while SPECTER autonomously monitors and maintains the target in a subdued state. SPECTER is being developed to serve the Navy, Marine Corps, and other services in a variety of operational situations spanning from law enforcement to full-scale combat. SPECTER's novel design and functionality allow it to seamlessly adapt to user demand and fit within the operational concepts of all services and organizations. In addition to civilian and military law enforcement, SPECTER's enhanced capabilities benefit other mission areas and organizations like special operations, Department of Homeland Security, border protection, intelligence and information operations, vessel boarding search and seizure, and Department of State activities on foreign soil, where preservation of life is paramount to the perception of U.S. operations abroad. SPECTER achieves enhanced performance and adaptation to operational concepts in two main ways. First, it is autonomous and intelligent. As soon as it's fired, SPECTER wakes from a low-power state and begins activating its critical subsystems. As it leaves the muzzle of the weapon, SPECTER begins to perform its mission by emitting high-frequency radar pings to determine its relative position to the target in real time. This method of determining target range is nearly impervious to weather and is highly reliable through robust mechanical and electrical design. And second, when it determines that certain situational criteria are met, it begins to deploy its novel and patented target engagement system. Deployment begins with ejection of a parachute to slow the munition down and minimize blunt impact injury to the target. The parachute is ejected and open at full drag in less than 30 milliseconds. Next, two electrodes are ejected forward towards the target with enough velocity to reliably penetrate clothing and superficial tissue and establish an electrical connection between the target and the pulse power system. All that remains is to energize and enable the pulse power system to cause the target to lose posture and fall to the ground in a subdued state. SPECTER can then monitor target movement and deliver additional detonizing waveforms as required. In addition to increased effective range, this concept of operation creates two significant advantages over currently available Hemi devices. First, SPECTER engages a target the same way every time, whereas the performance of other Hemi devices decreases at longer target ranges. Second, the pulse power system, which is the size of about 10 stacked dimes, is designed to adapt the waveform based on the individual electrical characteristics of the target and optimize human bioeffects and detonization. The pulse power system leverages the most current research in Hemi bioeffects, where the amount of current and charge delivered to the target is monitored and limited to the most effective levels in real time. Additionally, we've designed SPECTER's electrical subsystem such that the Hemi waveform is easily tailorable by swapping out inexpensive components as human bioeffects research and new requirements within the intermediate force community evolve. The current Phase 2 SPECTER design is packaged in a 12-gauge form factor, but it can be adapted to 40mm launchers with the use of a sabot. However, perhaps one of the biggest benefits of our munition is that it incorporates reusability through a streamlined and efficient reconditioning process. After SPECTER is used in the field, it can be sent back to Harkind Dynamics or one of our trusted suppliers and reconditioned where over 90% of SPECTER hardware can be reused to minimize lifecycle costs. We estimate more than a 50% overall lifecycle cost reduction after only 3 reconditioning cycles. Here we show a summary of SPECTER performance enhancements over currently fielded technology. SPECTER achieves a 14-fold improvement in engagement range up to 100 meters and a 36-fold improvement in duration of incapacitation, a result of target monitoring, the most current high discharge battery technology, and the ability to deliver additional tetanizing waveforms either autonomously or through remote. Again, this is a force multiplier, allowing warfighters to deploy intelligent, autonomous, and reusable munitions instead of single-shot weapons that do not have the required field performance for use in complex operational situations. We recently completed integrated subsystem tests in Q4 FY22, which showed successful integration and application of our radar, control, and target engagement subsystems with over 90% reliability after dozens of test runs. These tests will be followed by all munition prototype assessments during live-fire tests on a DoD range in FY23. These tests will be conducted in 2 phases. The first phase is at least 1 live-fire test on a DoD or private range to assess SPECTER's full range of capabilities. And the second phase is an initial test series followed by a limited military utility assessment, where SPECTER will be included in operational or simulated exercises to gain valuable warfighter feedback and any additional desired functional concepts. At the culmination of Phase 2 research and development, we expect SPECTER to achieve technical readiness level of 6, where it has been proven in a relevant environment. Phase 2 SBIR efforts will result in a SPECTER prototype that has been proven on the range and in operational exercises. But we need engagement with joint force stakeholders and industry partners to join our mission and bring a production representative and qualified SPECTER munition to the joint force. The ability to build and assess more SPECTER units in military utility assessments, other relevant government organization exercises, and obtaining valuable operator feedback on use, functionality, and performance will be critical to make SPECTER proliferate within the intermediate force arena. Harkind Dynamics is a technology developer. We focus on developing creative ideas and solutions and proving feasibility through applied and focused research and development, prototyping, and testing and evaluation. Our mission is to remain agile and provide development acceleration, collaboration, and dynamic, innovative solutions to the warfighter and their support structure. We need commercial and industry partners with weapon system manufacturing and scalability expertise to bring our technology into the commercial market. This partner will provide key manufacturing, quality assurance, and supply chain expertise while leveraging their DoD and industry relationships. This partner will have proven processes and procedures and streamline getting the warfighter the tools they need to perform their mission safely with the highest regard for operational success. Here at Harkind Dynamics, we are driven to develop and provide solutions to urgent operational needs. It's just what we do and what we're passionate about. We can quickly pivot and adapt to changing requirements while providing top quality hardware and the data to back it up. Please reach out for more information on SPECTER and our other core technologies. We welcome the opportunity to discuss your needs or partnership opportunities to support our joint force, their mission, and their safety. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to discussing opportunities with you. Have a great day.